All right, y'all like, subscribe, share the video, drop out. All right, M Modern Warfare 3, MW3. Now, we're gonna talk about some, futuristic weapons that the, you know, American military got. You see what I'm saying? So, as a little child, every little, boy and had him this, jets and all of that. You know what I mean? Toy jets, and we love them things. So I'm looking at these documentaries and I done watched for 2 days, you know what I'm saying? Cause I love that kind of stuff. I know that sound, but at the same time, every little boy in the hood, in the suburbs, no matter the race, color, or creed, they love toy jets and uh, 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 tanks and all of that. You know what I mean? As a little child, we look at G.I. Joe and all of that. That's all infused in our mind, you know what I mean, as we young. So we grow up with this fantasy, of flying jets and all of that. And me just looking at that, I get excited just looking at it because it do really make you bring back your childhood, you know what I mean? But, you know, they got the F-16, which is a fighter jet, F-16, F-17, and they done got one now, the F-22. And, you know, it got like stealth radar on it. It got many different technologies on their aircraft, but it got stealth radar on it. Cause when you turn on any other airplane, on any other fighter jet, you turn on your radar, you see what I'm saying? The other jets in the area can detect you too. You see what I'm saying? You basically sound the alarm that you in the area, you know. So on the F-22, they got it where, you know, you turn your radar on, can't nobody detect you in the area. You see what I'm saying? You invisible basically. You can see them, they can't see you. You see what I'm saying? And then I was looking at another one. They had an exoskeleton, which is give you superhuman strength. You see what I'm saying? That you can step into where you can carry your heavy equipment through the battlefield. Uh, Armory, them guns be heavy, your backpacks and all of that. You see, it's an exoskeleton that they got that you can step into and you can pick up, heavy amounts of weights, like it's a feather or something. You see what I'm saying? They help the soldiers out in the battlefield, out when they walking. They even got technologies to where, when they get hot, 100 degrees, and they got all that, armor on, they sweating. So they got something called a glove that can, if it's cold, they can just put their hands in it and it'll warm their whole body up. You know what I'm saying? Their core temperature from the blood, from that blood from their hands, go back through their heart and cool the body down or warm the body up. You see, and that helped them out on the battlefield. But what we talking about today is just futuristic technologies, for just to know, because we talk about military science, modern warfare, and military science and technology. You see what I'm saying? And futuristic weapons. You see what I'm saying? So they got another one. You know how they shoot the RPGs, rocket propelled grenades at the Humvees. Well, they got something called the steel curtain, to where if you shoot an RBG at it, it got sensors around the Humvee, to where if you shoot an RPG at it, the RPG, once it get to a certain amount, like a force field, you know how like uh the Transformers could, they shoot something at it, can have a force field and blow it before it hit it. Well, they got that for the Humvees. So when the soldiers is riding in the Humvees, you can shoot an RPG at it, and the RPG will explode before it hit it. You see, so you got a company that works out of Washington D.C. called DARPA, who developed these technologies. You see what I'm saying? And they nice with it. They nice with it, fam. They got, you know, all kind of spy planes. They got one called the Wasp, and it's for surveillance, to where you can control it with a little PlayStation remote. You know, it got a little TV on it. You got visors you put on, and it can fly like uh, 4 miles. It can fly for up to 45 minutes to an hour without recharging it. You know, you can find, uh, where enemies is, or if you lost, you can find the path that you need to get to without having to walk that far. So they got many technologies. There's more too, and if I think of, but it's many more. But one thing that I know, the European done mastered uh, the art of warfare, yo. That's just facts. He done mastered the art of warfare, and and then they got the F-45, which is a heavy, more of a heavy artillery jet. You know what I'm saying? Fighter plane, but it's more. I mean, you know, after they done did the sweeps with the F-22s, they bring in those for heavy bombs. So if they want to carpet bomb something with fire bombs or whatever, they could send a few of those through. It's the F-45, and it's a heavier version of the F-22. It can maneuver. It can take off. Like, it could just take off. You know, like, it don't got to have no long runway to get a running start to go. It could just move just a little bit and just take off. You see what I'm saying? So they had a capability where it could just go to one of those boat landing strips. You see what I'm saying? Those cargo, I ain't gonna say cargo ships, but the fighter ships. You see what I'm saying? Where it could just land on the fighter ship and go straight back in the air, fam. So he done developed these technologies. He done developed these technologies to a level, you're not catching the United States on the warfare. You see what I'm saying? Germany and Russia and all them don't like the United States. You ain't gonna do nothing. You bet not try that. I'm telling you, right. And they know better too. You see, won't nobody, United States the bully on the block. And I kept, of all the nations, and I kept hearing them say, the enemy, the enemy, if they ever try, basically saying like, if the enemy ever tries something, we'll be ready and all that. I'm like, I'm talking about, I watched several documentaries, and I kept hearing all of them say, even the narrators kept saying the enemy. I'm like, who is the enemy? What enemy is he talking about? And they never gave no specifics, which was smart. You see, because we talking about combat. And I'm like, but who is the enemy though? Because we ain't done, my peoples ain't done nothing to your ass. Straight up, we ain't done shit to you. Man, boy, that's an uphill climb right there, man. I'm just being real. I'm just being real, fam. That right there, we not ready for nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? They too far ahead with the technology as far as when it come to military, technology, and science. And super weapons. You see what I'm saying? They too far ahead with that. So what I say is, hey, either fight or flight. And one way ain't looking too good, family. Hey, Africa, we gotta do it for us. Global Africa. We can't let just like Marcus Garvey say, we must emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. Nobody but ourselves can free our minds. That's facts. They not gonna be able to do it. Ain't nobody gonna be able to do it. But the freedom, once we get this free, then we can start to catch up. I'm coming back, family. Drop out.